Righto, today I'm going to install this. I'm going to try and film it and document it and hopefully help some of you guys out who might also be looking to do this same kind of thing to the monkey. So I'll get started now. Okay, first things first, you get yourself a 12mm like that. Back into here, find it, and then just, there you go, it's not really that tight. Take that out. There you go, easy. Okay, next step is we basically just want to grab the seat, this, and just push it back. Yeah. Look at how easy that is, just slip straight off, not a problem. And then that will show us our battery. Okay, what I've seen is people run their cable like this, put it through here, have it go through there, wire it in, and then, you know, the bit sits back here. And they sort of like just zip tie it there or tape it or whatever the hell it is they do, but it just doesn't look all that good to me, you know, like it's sort of, you know, it's pretty big, and it's just sort of gonna, I don't know, I don't like that. So I had a bit more of a look around, and what I think I'm gonna do is I'm gonna route it in behind the behind this little box here. So I'll open that up and we'll have a look at how that looks. Right, so get this off. Yeah, man. Here we go. Okay. What I'm thinking is feed it in probably down through here and just come out and have it sit in there, to be honest. I'll try and get a better angle for you. Okay, so what I'm thinking, I'll sit about there, and I reckon we get this down into here. Oh, there goes the camera. Get this down into here. Just pop it out through there. And then up the top here, I'll probably just have it something like that. I might tape it to here or something, and just have it sort of sitting in there, like, you know, just around there in the toolbox, I think, and that's all going to reach just fine. So, all right, let me tape that up and we'll see what that sort of looks like. Okay. Just a quick to show you what I've done. I've pulled it between these two, and that will sort of sit like that. I'm just going to run some electrical tape around that, and that'll hold it there, and then I'll figure out how I'm going to route the rest of this cable up through the battery box. But let me get that taped in and we'll have a look at it. Alright, there you go. A little bit of electrical tape around that. You know, not a whole heap of it. Probably 3 or 4 loops around there. It's not super tight, but it's not super loose either. And that's all just sitting on soft touch things anyway, so I shouldn't have any issues there. Righto, just going to put this side case back on. Okay. Cool, all good. Okay, next thing, let's get this connected to the battery. So what you need is a 8mm, and that's, probably do that by finger now. Yeah, they're not very tight. So what I've noticed before I put this on is that that there is a pretty, you know, it's going to be a very tight fit. So what I'm probably going to do is try and slide this under the big square bracket, that bit there, so it clamps it down properly. So I'll give that a crack and then I'll flick it back and we'll see how it looks. So here's an issue. The issue is this here is not long enough to go through the two. It won't catch to be able to tighten it up, so I'm going to have to get along one of these. But also, as you can see, it's too trying to focus. It's too small for this, so I'll have to put a washer on it, which means it'll be even you know, further away from reaching the thread. And I did try to go under there, but it's too wide. It catches on where that drops down, so it can't get tight down enough like that either. So I will have to get a washer and probably a longer bolt to put in there. So I suppose I'll put this all back together and go to the shop, and I'll start filming again once I get it all back here. What fun. Righto, just out at the local tool shed, and this is what I've picked up. So hopefully that'll fit. It's the right thread, it's just a bit longer than I was hoping to get, but I've got some washers and things like that, so we'll see if we can make it work when I get back. Okay, we're back, and even better, while I was out, I went and got those bolts from a shop next door to work, and a package had come in at work while I was there. So this is the T-Rex rear luggage rack for the monkey, so probably going to get that installed too now. So anyway, we'll continue on and see how that all looks now. Get this bloody seat back off again. Okay, so I got the new bolt in, but it's got a little washer on there and that on there now, but as you can see, that's as tight as it'll, you know, I could probably twist it a little bit more, but that'd start getting really tight, but it's not tight enough. So I'm going to back this out, and I'll probably chuck the nut on it and see if that fixes it. Okay, so I've just put the nut on there as well, and I'll just see if that'll reach and tighten up. Come on. There we go. Yeah, perfect, that'll do it. I'm just going to take that back off, chuck some thread locker on the nut, just so that, I mean, it's not going to go anywhere anyway because of the way that twists, but just going to do it so it's done, and then I'll get that back on there and I'll do the other side too. Okay, I've just got it all tightened up and in there, so nice and tight, not going anywhere. This one over here, it's like that, and I've just cut a little slit into the cover so it'll sit over that nicely and sit a bit more flush anyway, still cover it. Fuse just sort of sitting in there. I wonder if I might unscrew this and put this underneath so it runs under it. Don't know. I'll have a play with that in a minute. Okay, a quick final look at it. So that's hanging there, it runs through there, goes up there. It is, you know, it's not tight, but it's not so loose that it's going to go anywhere. It's not going to be rubbing on anything that's, you know, going to ruin that. I did feed it under here. Negative goes up there, and then between the battery and a little bit of rubber on this there, and then to there, and that just ducks around under there and straight on the terminal there. So I think that looks pretty neat. I wish that I fed this like under here instead, would be the only thing that I'd probably change, but at the same time, whatever. You're not going to see it, and I'm not doing anything else under here, so but that's it. pretty cool. And then I'm going to have a look at the T-Rex rack and see if I can get that installed. Might as well film what's in it. So I've got these sick T-Rex Racing stickers. I don't know, might put it over there on the bike, we'll see. They give you a freaking COVID mask. This even matches the bike. Sick. What else we got here? And the rack itself. Oh, I'm going to get this opened and we'll have a proper look at it, eh? Yeah, there it is. It's a friggin' heavy sucker. It's actually got a fair chunk of weight to it, to be honest. Yeah, there's the keys over in here. Do not exceed 4.5 kilos on this stick here. Oh well. Yeah, looks pretty cool. Well, guess I'll look at the instructions and figure that out. So I've seen some people talking about this rack. It's freaking heavy duty. It says maximum load of 4.5 kilos. Well, I'm going to be going heavier than that on this, probably more like 10 to 15. But they're saying that this box is pretty like ratty. I mean, it's got 3 rivets holding that in there. The locking mechanism feels pretty solid. It's got some rubber across here. I've seen some reviews where people didn't have any rubber here, so it was rattly. But I mean, you know, that's a solid lock that goes through there to hold it all. So, I don't know. Seems all right. See how it all goes. So I've just cracked the nut off of this, and just going to film it so I can see how it goes back together again. So that comes off. Small washer, big washer, and that's the shock. And there's another big washer behind it. I'll leave that washer on. Oh, actually, I should read the instructions first, shouldn't I? I think this goes on the outside of the shock, so oh well, that's easy. I'll do that, I guess. And we've got a problem. I'm in Australia, so I get the better lights. People are like, they hate the light in America, but it's a more flat square shape. This being round, when I go to install this, the lockbox actually is hitting on top of the tail light, so I can't actually clear it with this lockbox on, so I guess that's being removed. That's a bit of a shame. I was looking forward to trying that out, so oh well, there you go, another gotcha. Just in case anyone's wondering, that is a 10mm to get these off. So yeah, they're not too tight. I'll get all these off and drop it, and then we'll try and chuck it back on the bike. Okay, what I've done, taken the box off, I've just put the 3 bolts back in because they bolt into the tube. That way it seals it up so when water splashes up under the bike when I'm off-road, water won't get in there and sit and cause all sorts of nasty issues. So, okay, and that is done. So the 2 washers, I put the smaller of the 2 on the outside. That seemed to fit a bit better. Plus, you know, washers are good. Mirrored on both sides, obviously. And then the 2 bolts go through like that into the nut that's welded on the back of that bracket, and that's pretty much it. It'll look better when the seat's on because you'll see Honda written on the back of the seat through there, but otherwise that's a nice good size and nice and solid like I was hoping for. So I'll get this all back together and I'll have a look at how it looks. Okay, that's the final product. I reckon it looks good. Anyway, thanks for watching. If you've got any questions about any of it, or you want some more information, if I've missed something in the video, just ask it and I'll get back to you as soon as I can. Thanks, guys. So the whole point of this video for the connector is specifically for this Dynaplug air pump for pumping up tyres, obviously, that I bought, along with this Dynaplug puncture repair kit. It's just my sort of insurance for if I'm off-road and get a puncture, obviously. I can just plug it with this bad boy and then hopefully pump it all up. So I've seen some other bike videos on YouTube where people have used these and they reckon that they're awesome. It doesn't weigh anything at all, you know, look at how tiny it is in the hand. So yeah, that was the whole point of the video. So I'm going to go down and try it out, and I'll film to make sure that works as well, and I'll attach it to the video somewhere probably at the end. So I've got it all back down here with a layer pump, and I've got it plugged in. I mean, that works really well. It gives me plenty of length. Also, there is supposed to be an air hose on the bottom of that. I just didn't bring it down. I'm only ever going to run this while the bike's running, so I'm going to get it started up and then I'll film it and make sure that works. So give me 2 seconds. Okay, so bike started, plugged it in, and the lights come on, so that's a good start. That's not a bad light either. I mean, if you're out at night time and you get some bullshit, that's a cool little feature. I didn't even realise. Unscrew this end bit here and just make sure that it works. Oh yeah, that is working well. I'm really happy with that. So there you go, guys. It's all working as expected, and should hopefully get me out of trouble if I ever get a puncture while I'm out in the dirt tracks. So thanks for watching.